During the past decade, an epidemic of ritual crime has swept our nation at an alarming rate. Law-abiding citizens report satanic crimes in every state, and the number of cases investigated by police continues to rise. Well-organized satanic groups are creating a reign of death and destruction, which cannot be ignored. Inmate interviews conducted by Professor Al Carlisle of the Utah State Prison System show that lawbreakers are heavily involved in the occult. There may be as many as 60,000 human sacrifices per year in this country, according to Professor Carlisle, and there is a distinct correlation, he says, with these human sacrifices and the high number of missing persons. This is because some satanic groups dispose of their victim by dismembering the body and cremating the remains, eliminating any possibilities for identification. Members of satanic and occult groups come from all walks of life. Many are highly intelligent individuals. Michael A. Aquino, senior initiate and founder of the Temple of Set in San Francisco, is also a lieutenant colonel in the U.S. Army Reserve. He's received a top-secret security clearance to attend the National Defense University in Washington, D.C. Anton Sandor LaVey, founder of the Church of Satan, was once a circus lion tamer. These charismatic leaders, and many like them, seek out others who have a high degree of intelligence. Some cult leaders prey upon emotionally unstable people. Examples are Jim Jones of the Guyana Massacre and Charles Manson. With his Manson family, he created a reign of terror and death. Unsuspecting young people are drawn to the occult because of various influences, including breakdown of the family unit, lack of closeness, negative lifestyles, self-centeredness, and a me-oriented society full of throwaway and latchkey kids. Adolescents are ripe for satanic or occult involvement because of their maturing nature and developing sexuality. They feel a need to belong to a peer group structure, to be accepted or identified, and stand out among their associates and friends. Teenagers also tend to be impatient. They desire quick answers and the ability to cause instant changes. This eventually leads to rebellion against parental authority and social standards. Some young people are attracted to the occult by seemingly harmless pleasures, such as games and music. They start by participating in fantasy role-playing games, like Dungeons and Dragons. Others are drawn into Satanism by heavy metal rock music. These heavy metal groups flaunt satanic symbols on their album covers and anti-Christian satanic messages in their music. Their songs promote the demonic themes of death, doom, violence, and the rejection of morality and religion. Heavy metal groups and solo artists such as Slayer, Ozzy Osbourne, Motley Crue, Venom, and AC/DC have sent heavy metal record sales skyrocketing. Members of satanic or occult groups share common traits, such as an interest in old occultic forms of religion and worship, the desire to perform certain bizarre acts that society condemns, belief in the ability to control magic for personal gain. Mind control, or the power to force others to act out whatever is commanded of them. And the access to perform perverted sex acts, such as homosexuality, bisexuality, sodomy, bestiality, and necrophilia. Not all satanic or occultic groups engage in illegal activities. However, many do, and some of their criminal acts include trespassing, vandalism, burglary, animal mutilations, trafficking and selling of illegal drugs, kidnapping, physical, mental, and sexual child abuse, rape, and murder. All of these acts are carried out in the name of Satan. Therefore, the participants have no remorse after having committed them. The Satanic philosophy teaches that personal pleasure is the ultimate achievement, even at the expense of others. There are 4 different symbols which refer to the mark of the beast, or Satan. 3 6s in a row. 3 6s facing inward of each other. 3 F's in a row, F being the 6th letter of the alphabet. Also, 3 circles interlinked with each other. The sign of the horns is a hand signal given among members of the occult. Teenagers who flock to heavy metal concerts flash this sign often. The swastika, or broken cross, originally represented the 4 winds, 4 seasons, and the 4 points of the compass. Today, Satanists use it to symbolize the elements of nature turning against itself to create a world out of harmony. The upside-down cross is a blaspheme of the Christian cross. This symbol is often found at satanic ritual sites and at schools and churches which have been vandalized and desecrated. The cross of confusion is an ancient Roman symbol questioning the existence or validity of Christianity. It is often seen on road signs and bridges, as well as public buildings. The inverted pentagram, also called the Baphomet, represents 2 things. 1, man's denial of God and acceptance of Satan. The other, the goat's head, which symbolizes man's lust for the flesh. Sometimes you may see the goat's head superimposed within the pentagram. The hexagon, also referred to as the Seal of Solomon, is frequently used by many young people in the occult world. A triangle may vary in size, but it is generally inscribed on the ground and is the place where a demon would appear in conjured rituals. The circle symbolizes eternity and protection from evil. Other symbols of Satan are the letters ACDC, which stand for Antichrist, Devil Child. Horns and tail added to any letter of the alphabet. A lightning bolt indicating heaven to hell strength. And occult numbers 3, 6, 9, and 13, which may also appear in Roman numeral form.
I am the sayer of the law. Here come all that be new to learn the law. Say the words. Learn the law.
Satanists and occultists celebrate several rituals and ceremonies each year. You should remember these important dates, because they will coincide with numerous reports of abductions, missing persons, and ritual crimes. To help determine if someone you know is drawn to Satanism, review these levels of satanic involvement. The fun and games level may include conversations, ego boosts, and possibly some initial interest in the subject. This level also includes the fantasy role-playing games, which could lead into the 2nd level, referred to as the dabblers, a half-belief in Satanism or some serious interest. It is at this 2nd level where warning signs of satanic behavior may be apparent, such as a sudden, bitterly antagonistic attitude towards family and religion, a drastic decline in academic performance, a reclusive behavior pattern, and listening exclusively to heavy metal rock music, almost to the point of addiction. When one or more of these warning signs are evident, you should look further for ritual items such as a pentagram or other satanic symbols, black or red robes, a decorative dagger or knife, a chalice or goblet, black candles, a personal diary with a black cover, which is called a Book of Shadows, and copies of publications such as the Satanic Bible and the Satanic Rituals, and possibly a small makeshift altar. If you discover items such as these, experts advise you contact your local law enforcement agency at once. Joining a satanic or occult group will, in time, lead into the no-turning-back stage, usually involving criminal activities. People at this level believe that violent or criminal action is necessary to achieve their goals and are prone to violent crime. These highly destructive Satanists make families their primary targets. They believe that the breakdown of the family unit will guarantee the destruction of goodness, morality, and civilization, and that is when the nightmare begins for decent people everywhere. For some, the nightmare is over. They are the victims of satanic crime. Overcoming this evil begins with every family. Parents must provide attention and love, protecting their children from corrupt influences, keeping the lines of communication open, and insisting on proper education. When this is accomplished, you can be confident that children will grow into happy, well-adjusted, and productive citizens, free from satanic and occultic influences.